All right, this is your Paws podcast halftime report. Currently, the FIU Panthers are leading 17 to 13. Great first half for the FIU Panthers overall. Especially the first quarter, kind of looked like the offense. They really took advantage of this Louisiana Tech defensive line specifically. Johnny, just your overall thoughts on this rushing game, especially. Shamari Lawrence, unfortunately now down. We'll see what his update is on that, but for the most part, this was a really good rushing game for FIU in the first half.
It really was. 7 carries, 112 yards for Mari Lawrence. What was it, 67 yards on the breakaway to begin this ball game. He was electric, and you saw FIU they got really comfortable with the rushing attack. You like to see the passing game going, but you're really happy with how the running backs have gone so far tonight.
Jake, just kind of to piggyback off of that, obviously, Grayson James not really passing it too much. Obviously, the 8 attempts he's had, only 2 of them have been complete passes. Little disappointing on that end, but obviously, he's been able to work it with his foot, on the run game as well. 33 yards, second on the team in rushing right now.
Yeah, looking at the stats does not tell the full story of this first half. Whether it's been wheel routes or just direct draw plays, this rushing game for FIU has looked phenomenal. Except for the last few offensive drives in the first half, they sort of slowed down and went more to the passing game, which has not worked for them. And Louisiana Tech has taken advantage of that with good field positioning and some great throws late in the end by Hank and Smoke. So they just got to adjust, and whoever comes out on top in the second half, whoever works on that rushing defense and adjusts properly, they're going to win this game.
Let's talk a little bit about this FIU defense. They looked really good in the first quarter specifically. Obviously, you had the Deverick Daniel interception. They really pressured the quarterback. You kind of felt like Louisiana Tech's offense was a little rusty. Obviously, we were all talking about this, that maybe we would see a little bit of a rusty Hank Bachmeier. Obviously, first start in a very, very long time. Only played 4 games last year for Boise State. Johnny, what you see from this La Tech offense and the FIU defense specifically?
Yeah, I think you said it. It was Bachmeier was a little bit rusty. He had to get going. You saw FIU take advantage of that. But as the second quarter went around, he really started to get rolling. Obviously, the big pass to Smoke Harris, that kind of got things rolling. But I think for FIU is find ways to kind of pressure Hank Bachmeier and do the best you can, because I think the best team that adjusts tonight will win this ball game.
And then finally, what can we expect for the second half? Obviously, not the way FIU wanted it to end with La Tech field goal. They now start the ball with the second half here. Just for both of you, just what can we expect from Louisiana Tech here and FIU, and what adjustments do we need to see from FIU so they could pull this off?
Maybe some more creative play calling when it comes to the passing game. I think rushing-wise they're doing okay. Just need to improve that passing game. And for Louisiana Tech, it's kind of the same thing. Their rush defense needs to be improved because that's what FIU's been doing. That's been killing them so far this game.
Yeah, Jake talked about the passing. I think for us is just to find ways to put pressure on the quarterback. Hank Bachmeier, you see when he gets rolling, he can really find his groove. I think for FIU, if you pressure him, get him out of his rhythm, it can be a good opportunity to try to steal this one in Ruston.
And you kind of hope that Shamari Lawrence does come back. We'll probably get an update on that soon. So from Jake, from John, and myself, we'll see you guys all at the end of the game for a post-game recap. And I think as we do on the podcast, Paws up.
Should be a good one. Paws up.